Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, June 3, 2025. The National Water Commission, NWC, will be embarking on an island-wide non-revenue water program that will cost $340 million. Minister with responsibility for water, Matthew Samuda, laid out the plans during his recent sectoral address. Non-revenue water, which is water that is lost either through leakage or theft, is presently between 68 and 70%. With this program, Minister Samuda says the goal is to get the number down to 30%.
This is a project that will span a decade. This is not a single administration project. This is indeed a major one. We have completed the first phase of the procurement, and through pre-qualification, we have identified 4 international engineering firms that are going through their procurement process with DBJ. This is a PPP contract.
The NWC's total water production is approximately 336 cubic millimeters per year. By reducing non-revenue water, the required production will drop to 147 cubic millimeters per year. This is expected to result in the lowering of electricity cost and increased cash flow for the water agency. Meanwhile, Minister Matthew Samuda has announced that the Rural Water Supply Improvement Project will be going into procurement within 2 weeks. Over 38,000 residents are expected to benefit from the project, which is being undertaken by Rural Water Supply Limited. It will impact communities such as Mason Hall and the Agualta Vale Jordan Run scheme in St. Mary, Albert Town, Ulster Spring in Trelawney, Union, Balaclava in St. Elizabeth, Port Morant, Airy Castle in St. Thomas, and Green Park, Bamboo in St. Anne.
This shows, and if you think of the population centers that have grown around these communities, you know why we should have done it 25 years ago. But we are finally at that point, and I'm happy to have put some work into that particular space.
Plans are afoot to expand the Soapberry wastewater treatment facility to the tune of $114.9 million. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Matthew Samuda, says the government intends to go to market this year for a supplier and partner who will expand the capacity of the facility. Currently, the treatment capacity of Soapberry is 75,000 cubic meters per day. With the expansion, it is expected to double to 150,000 cubic meters per day. The project will facilitate the expansion of the Kingston and St. Andrews sewer network, thus creating opportunities for increased residential and commercial development.
All of this is for naught if our citizens in downtown Kingston have to navigate sewage leaks on a daily basis, member. And it is for that reason, as you know, the Prime Minister has instructed, we're already doing, I believe, $200 million of work on Spanish Town Road, but we will commence next month an additional $480 million of line replacements going through Western Kingston, and will continue to do so until this issue is brought under condition.
Mr. Samuda also laid out his ministry's plans for other problematic sewage plants. He says plans are far advanced to relocate both the Harborview and Long Mountain sewage facilities. There are also commitments to improve and restore the Portmore sewage ponds, and they are in the planning process to move the Bogue sewage pond.
Sewage is amongst the worst environmental issues that we face, and this administration is taking it seriously.
The government is moving to amend current fisheries regulations to allow the buying and selling of spiny lobster during the closed season. The announcement was made by Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining Floyd Green during his 2025-2026 sectoral debate presentation in Parliament. Minister Green explains that the current ban on lobster sales during the closed season has led to market gluts at the start of each season, negatively impacting fish farmers' income and disrupting supply.
What this means, as you know now, we are in the closed season for lobster. So you are not able to legally go out and purchase lobster, even if it was legally fished. We are going to remove that prohibition. Once you would have fished it during the open season, you can sell it all year round.
The pilot, set to begin by the second quarter of this year, will test the removal of restrictions on the sale, purchase and possession of legally harvested lobster during the closed season. Minister Green says the initiative will be carefully assessed, and should there be a rise in illegal fishing, the previous restrictions will be reinstated. It will be enforced by the National Fisheries Authority, the Marine Police, JDF Coast Guard, fisheries inspectors, and other key stakeholders to ensure sustainable and responsible fisheries management. And finally, sprint legend Usain Bolt is set to appear almost exclusively in the Jamaica Tourist Board's next global campaign to be launched in August of this year. This follows on Bolt's appointment as Jamaica's Global Tourism Ambassador, which was officially unveiled at the JTB's 70th anniversary cocktail reception recently.
As part of our own innovativeness and seeking to find new and exciting ways of rekindling the market and getting back the growth that we must have as we move into the new perspectives of global realities. We want a with speed and efficiency, and has captured the imagination of the world and has made Jamaica a #1 destination across the globe to be right there with us.
In his new role, Bolt will lead global campaigns, represent Jamaican culture at key international events, and help spotlight the island's music, food, people, and breathtaking attractions. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.